Hello, welcome to my home. My name is Lisa, and this is my channel about stitching. If this is your first time here, I'd like you to feel welcome and hope you'll come back and join me again, and we can talk stitching. And if you've been here before, I appreciate you returning and spending some time with me. So, how's everybody been doing? I know it's been getting a little bit cooler in a lot of areas as fall is settling in, and so it's been nice to actually get a little throw out to just be able to cozy up on the couch once in a while. And then we've had some nice days to work outside. We haven't gotten very ambitious about that, but at least it's been nice. So I hope wherever you are is going through a nice season. So this is my sewing room, if you've never been here before, and if you have been, you know that it's my constant kind of uphill battle to try to keep it organized, because every time I clean the rest of my house, it seems like I just bring things into this room and set them down. So I've been trying to work on that and not do that as often, and I've been trying to go through and organize a little bit. My goal is to have all of my surfaces cleaned off except for cute little things that will inspire me. But as far as like my supplies and things like that, I'm going to hopefully find spots for them in the room, but off of the tables. So like underneath the tables, I have a bunch of organizing cabinets that I've gotten. So anyway, that's the plan. And it's slow going so far, but anyway, I'm enjoying the process. So this, I think it was last weekend, I worked on changing out the decor behind my sewing machine. I thought this would be a fun place to have like seasonal quilts that I could change around for my sewing room. So this is what I kind of came up with. My mom and I had made this quilt. Let me see if I can spin the camera around and I'll show you a little closer. Okay, so this is a wall hanging that my mom and I both had made. This was the one I made, and the one she made is out on my coffee table. But it was super fun. Just a fused applique quilt, and it was just from a magazine. I'm not sure who the designer was. I wish I did, because I'd kind of like to make it again. I just love the shapes of those pumpkins. So then I just hung a little bit of dried garland and put some spools, and then I did my midnight ride. I used to have it hanging from a little sign, and I've taken it off of that, and I'm going to put it in a frame, but I haven't done it yet. But it's still, I want to use it to display before Halloween's over. So, but that's a blackbird design. All right, let's spin the camera around. Oh, I guess I could show a little bit more that I tried to decorate. I put my 3-tier tray that has a lot of old flosses that I get, or threads that I get from the thrift store. And then I brought this 3-tier tray over that has some of my fun sheep and some gifts from friends. And so that's pretty much the amount of what I was able to get moved around last Sunday. Okay, so, and then I also had a little quilt, another instance where my mom and I made the same quilt. It was just a bunch of 9 patches. And so this is hers, and mine was bigger for a larger wall hanging. So So it was kind of fun to get some of those things out and decorate a little bit in here. As far as some of my future plans, I have a bunch of my cross stitch sitting here, and I'm gonna hopefully get it stretched. Sorry. Hopefully get them stretched onto foam core so that Larry could help me cut down some frames. That's my goal, hopefully. Well, it was supposed to be for today, but today is flying by, and I'm not sure how much I'll be able to get done. Okay. Sorry, I started coughing and my brain went blank. Must have dislodged something in there. Anyway. So I worked on a few different things. I tried to work on them a couple of days in a row. Mainly because I was just too lazy to get up and go get another project bag. But it has been fun. So we'll get started. I don't have any finishes this time. And I was hoping to get some of my little FFO projects finished. I thought I would come in here and just go gangbusters, but I didn't. I started actually something new that I might share with you if we have enough time. So, all right. So one of the things I worked on was Liberty Inn by Plum Street. And I think the last time I shared this, I had the greenery and the roof done and a few of the stars and the fence. And I was debating on what color to use for my house. And so anyway, I was able to get quite a bit done on it. I ended up using parchment. I think it's the parchment by Weeks. And it called for a lighter blue. And it even shows a light blue in the picture. And then you do back stitching around it. Well, I didn't really care to do back stitching. So I didn't really care for that blue after I stitched one or two of them. And so I think I'm just going to do mainly the darker blue, which I think was like 930. I think 930 DMC. And so I think I'm just going to do the majority of them in that dark blue. And I didn't want to rip out the other ones, so I'll throw in a couple light blue on the other side just to make it look like I was intentional. And that's how that's going to go. I didn't work anymore on my drawn thread piece because I ran out of black. Anyway, I came into the sewing room and looked a little bit harder, and then I found some. So I was able to continue working on some other things once I found the black. And normally I try to take my stuff out of the bags and just have the cover pictures ready, but I just didn't take the time to get it all sorted out. I thought it's just a couple seconds. It won't make a big difference. You guys will hang out with me. Okay, so this one is Humble and Kind by Lottie Da. I've changed a lot of the colors, and this was kind of a memorial little piece that I was doing on behalf of my mom. And if you've been here before, I talked a little bit about they had one of her favorite homes that they owned was a white house with green shutters. So last time I showed this, I had all of the border pretty much done and the fence. I I think I had done, had I done the roof? I don't think I had even done the roof. I think I had just done the fence and just 1 or 2 rows of the house. So I was able to get all of that finished up. And I had to change the pattern a little bit to allow for the shutters that I'm putting in. It's kind of hard to see, but they're green. Because my brother said that's how that house looked. It had a green door and green shutters and was a white house. So that's how I kind of changed that a little bit. And so I'm not real sure the door. I don't know whether I want to leave it. He said I think there was a window in the door. So I'm kind of thinking I might leave that open and put a window in it. I'm not sure. But anyway, that was kind of fun. I seemed to make quite a bit of progress on that one when I was working on it. Like I said, I worked on it a couple of days. And I'm pretty sure I'm doing this one on Vintage Beeswax by R&R. Just using my own threads. I'm using, I forget what I picked for the white for that one. It's all balled up here. Let's see. I picked Khaki Mocha by Classic Colorworks. So that one was fun. Let's see. Oh, this one was kind of fun. So last time I mentioned this one, which is Rabbit Hollow Farms by Stacy Nash Primitives. I had done some of the grass previously on this. I changed the colors on I think all of them. I just found my own colors that I like to use in my house. And I had done some of the grass, and then I couldn't figure out what color that was. And I thought that I had picked the right color of DMC, but it was a little bit lighter. And I had already done some. You can kind of see, sorry, you can kind of see a little bit. I had just done some of the lighter, and I thought, oh yeah, that's the right color. I shouldn't stitch at night. I'm not safe to be around thread. I pick the wrong colors all the time. And so then I woke up the next morning. I hadn't done much at all. I just stitched a little, and then I fell asleep. And I got up the next morning and I thought, oh my gosh, that is not the right color. But I decided I was just going to keep doing it on and off. And so I just did a little bit here, and then I did a little bit more over here. And I think it's going to be just fine. I've decided I'm not going to do Rabbit Hollow Farms or Rabbit Hollow at the very bottom. I'm just going to do a couple rows of grass underneath those bottom bunnies, and I'm going to call it a night. So I'm almost done with this one. In that case, I just have to do some more of this little satin stitch border right here, and there's a little bit more on the house, so, or the church, the barn, whatever that is, I don't know. But that's getting close. I'm almost done with that. And I kept telling myself, you should just try to finish that so you'd have a finish. And I thought, it'll be okay. So maybe next time. Okay. Oh, okay. So this one is by Brenda Keys, and it is called The Red House Sampler. And it's a real bright orange red house. And so if you've been here before, you know I changed my color to a blue house. I totally should have ironed stuff. Sorry. My lighting is kind of crummy. So what did I do on this? Oh, this time I had already done all the outlining on the roof and had done like the little tiles. And so I took and filled those in. And I thought that turned out really cute. I thought it kind of looked like slate. And let's see what color that one I used Walnut by Gentle Art. These are some of the colors that I'm pulling from. It's funny, these were the original colors that I have been using, and then these are just maybe some things that I just might need because I'm trying to use different greens on a lot of the trees and try to give it some interest. But anyway, I think it's coming along really good. I love that variegation on the roof. I thought it turned out pretty. So that was fun. But I have to really kind of be in a good frame of mind and be a good counter when I work on this one. This one kind of, I don't want to get off because it's so big. But anyway, having fun there. Then this one I worked on, I think it was Monday night. And like me, this was the one that I'm doing supposedly on Mondays. This is by Plum Street, and it's called A Shepherd's Song. There's a bunch of people that are stitching with me. And I think I even made up a hashtag at some point. I think it was PS Shepherd's Song Sal, something like that. PS for Plum Street. Anyway, I had set up a sal. I don't even know if I posted to it. But anyway, we were going to be working on it on Mondays. And for some reason, this is on 40 count, and it's an R&R. But for some reason, I was really finding it difficult. I had to really concentrate on 40 count, and I just wasn't really enjoying it that much. But it was funny, the other night when I picked it up, I was enjoying it. It wasn't a struggle. I worked a little bit more on my house. So I had done these first 2 sets of windows. What my goal should be is to get a design board. And I think my friend Loretta even made me one. Anyway, I gotta find that. But anyway, I had done this first set of windows, and I thought, okay, I'll just do this little gap here. Or I think maybe I had done the gap, and my thought was just to do the next set of windows. So I hurried and filled those in, and then I just started filling in with the black. And wouldn't you know, I think I've used the wrong color. Either that or it's a different skein. I know I bought 2 at the same time. Anyway, I had stitched for probably, I don't know, an hour or 2. And I kept holding it against the light thinking, well, it looks like it's kind of got a different sheen to it. And anyway, and it looks like it has better coverage, to tell you the truth. But I kept thinking, oh no, you're just imagining it. You know, of course you're not, you haven't done that again. I'm sure it's fine. No, it's a different color. So I'm going with it because I'm not going to rip out on 40 counts. So hopefully I can figure out what the original one was or find the original skein and mix it up so it looks good. You'd think since I do floss tube, I'd be very professional and not use the wrong thread all the time, but no, apparently it makes no difference whether you make these videos or not. You still screw up like crazy. I think it's mainly because I stitch after work and I'm already tired, and it's like, my brain is already shut off. Okay, I did a little bit more on a Quaker welcome. when I found that I had some black DMC here. So let's see. This is how much I have done on it. I was able to do some more work on the house last night. I filled in the windows. I still have to pick my door color, so I'm not real sure about that yet. And then this morning I started working on the numbers. And I was going to start on this side, but I find that it's just my hand gets sore trying to hold this little bit of fabric. So I like to wad it up in my hand as I'm stitching. And so I thought, well, I'm gonna leave that first letter alone, and I'm gonna start from this side, and it was much easier. I felt like there was a whole lot more to hold on to, and it wasn't causing my hand to cramp up. So, oh, I just pulled my needle out of there. So that one's coming along pretty nice. I'm looking forward to working on that again. I think I'll work on that again today. All right, so that pretty much sums up what I've been working on. I did come in and made some cards the other day, and that was fun. I hadn't been stamping for a while, and then when I cleared off my area, I thought, well, I should mess it up and make some cards. So that was fun. I made a few cards, and then on Monday, I came in here and was thinking I would probably do a video that day. And I ended up making some strawberries. So, I don't know if you've been here before. I have found some velvet at the thrift store. And I found some different shades. This is a real pretty, it's kind of showing, well, all the colors are showing a little bit crazy in this light, but this one's not near as bright, and this one is a little bit more rich color than it's showing off. But anyway, I've had a ton of this velvet, and then I found, I don't know, this is some kind of a polyester. It's real stretchy, kind of knit. And I thought, well, I thought it would make a pretty strawberry. So I had grabbed that. And then there was another piece that was kind of, I don't know if you would call this crushed velvet. I'm not really sure what it is. Of course, it's at the thrift store, so it doesn't have a tag on it or anything, but I came in and was just thinking, oh, I would really like to play around and make a strawberry. And I had seen one on Pinterest, and I meant to go back on there and see if I could find the person's name and see if I could give them credit for the idea. But I just decided to try to make one. I had found this little base at the thrift store. I don't know exactly what the original intent was for it, but I thought, well, it would make a cute pedestal for something. And so I decided to start making this little make-do that I had seen on Pinterest. So, and it's kind of going to be hard to show because nothing's finished yet, but you have this, I probably shouldn't even have showed this until it was done, but you have the tall strawberry that I still have to put little X's on for seeds. And then you have these two, and then I made the third one, which will be a little bit smaller. And then you put like a waxer at the top, like a bee waxer, and maybe some ribbon. And then at this side, or no, this side over here, there was a little tiny cup that hung, and it's just made out of wool, it looked like, or velvet. and it was to set your thimble in. And then there was another one that was like a strawberry shape, and then you put your scissors down in that. I just thought it was so cute. Now, I don't know if I will continue to use this base. It's not very primitive. And I believe that whenever I do this, I will attach these to where they're not, you know, moving all around. But so that's been one of the little projects that I've been working on. I just took and did some random, I just attached the velvet with just some big X's. So that was kind of fun playing with that on Monday. I was like, well, I don't know what size to even, you know, cut my strawberry shape. This is just scrap paper that I use when I'm making cards. So I just kind of, you know, made a little cone shape and thought, well, that'll probably be about the right size. And so that's pretty much how I went about playing around. But that was fun working there. I found some brown ribbon. I thought that might look nice on there. That was at the thrift store. And then I found some little beads there the other day on Monday. It was funny. I bought this, we'll have to show it to you. I bought this little Christmas tree at the thrift store, and the main reason I bought it was because it had these little, they look like little mason jars that fit onto the mini lights on the string. Anyway, all the lights on the tree work. And then it had, like I said, those little glass jars. And then it was actually a nice sized tree that I thought would go in my aviary with my birds. And I've been having a hard time finding that size tree that I was looking for. And so they wanted $25 for this little ensemble thing, you know. And part of me is like, $25? Are they nuts, you know? But I knew I had 20% off coupon in my wallet. So I thought, all right, well, that'll take a little bit off. Anyway, so I get up there. I thought, oh, just do it, because otherwise you're going to kick yourself when you get home, and whatever. It's not worth it. Just get it. So I did. And now the lights and stuff won't go in the aviary. I don't want people thinking, oh my gosh, she's going to electrocute her birds. I'm going to take all that stuff off. And then the lights I'll use on my Christmas tree outside, but outside the aviary in my home. Anyway, so I was telling Loretta about it. I'm like, yeah, I got this tree and I paid way too much for it, but it was okay. You know, I thought I liked these little lights. And she's like, Lisa, I'm pretty sure you can get those at the dollar store. Dang it. So I might head over to the dollar store and see if I can get another string. But anyway, that was, I'll have to turn the camera around, because now you're probably wondering, what's she talking about? So hold on, let me show you. Okay, so this is that little tree. I don't know, it's probably like maybe 4 foot. But these are the little, aren't they cute? They just fit, and the light shines through the jar. I thought, oh, that'd be so cute in in one of my trees. And then I also found this really cool, hold on, let me get it. Okay, and then I also found this really cool toolbox. It's still dirty. I have to wash it off. It's definitely seen some wear, but I like the color of it. It's like a rusty red color, and then it has this little tray. And I thought, oh, that would look cute with some charm packs or something cute to decorate my sewing room. Or maybe even put my my little pillows from Brenda Gervais, tomato, those little tomato things. I have one more to stitch. I did get the big X's done on it, and I just have to make it into a pillow. And I was gonna, if you've been here before, I have this little tray that I was putting them on, but I'm not real crazy about that tray, so I might put them somewhere else, but maybe in there, who knows. So anyhow, that's pretty much all I had to share with you today. I do have some plans. I'm hoping today to pick out some thread for Seasons of the Heart by Brenda Gervais. I had started the spring one a while back, and but now I'm kind of anxious to do the autumn one. I think that might be a fun stitch, and Darlie had sent me some of the floss, so I thought I might try to figure that out this evening. Maybe I'll start that this coming weekend. We'll see. But and then in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I guess maybe because of that tree, I started thinking a little bit about Christmas decorating. Anybody thinking about their Christmas decorations yet? I've had my fall stuff in process for so long. Now I'm tired of them, and I'm just like ready to, not tired of them, but I'm so mad at myself that I'm not finished with everything that it's like, ugh. I do like a few of the corners in my house, so, but I still haven't done my tour because I'm not finished yet, but hopefully. That was supposed to be on today's agenda. We'll see. I don't feel like this is a very exciting video. I hope it's worth your time watching. I feel like the only thing is my nose itches and my forehead is huge. Anyway, I did start thinking about possibly starting another quilt, because I thought maybe that would motivate me to do a new display in my living room. But then I told myself, well, you still haven't finished the one for your dining room, so why are you starting a new one? We'll see. Anyway, I hope whatever you've been working on has been bringing you joy. If you want to share something with me, I'm Lisa Abbey 9137 on Instagram, and I love to have people send me pictures there. So if you want to participate, I have met quite a few people that way. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything that I wanted to talk about. I hope everybody has a great week. It'll probably be a couple weeks, so it'll be after Halloween. So I hope everybody has a great and safe Halloween. Hope you get lots of treats and no tricks. And y'all take care. Thanks for joining me. And we'll see you again next time. Bye.